Well, hello there. Welcome to Bedtime Stories with Mrs. Ferris and my friend Bernard. Are you ready for some stories? I know I am. So let's get started. Feel free to say hi in the comments. I always like to see who's watching. And don't be scared of any of our stories. The first one we're going to do today is called Your Pal. Well, the title of it is very long if we go for all the words. Your pal, Mo Willems, presents Sam, the most scaredy-cat kid in the whole wide world. Yes, this is by Mo Willems, who does the stories about Elephant and Piggy, and the stories about Pigeon, and the stories about Knuffle Bunny, and he even writes more. So let's find out about this. This is published by Hyperion Books. Sam was the most scaredy-cat kid in the whole wide world. He was scared of anything and everything. Oh my goodness, if it looks dark in here, it's because the power just went off here at the library. But I'm going to keep reading. He was so scared of everything. Oh, he was scared of anything and everything. He was scared of Jack in the Boxes. He was scared of spiders. He was scared of bad news in the newspaper. He was even scared of a wagging dog. He was scared of everything except his friend Leonardo. Have you ever heard any of the stories? Well, I think there's one story about Leonardo. He's a monster. And he likes to roar. Roar, 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 roar. But was Sam afraid? No, he was not afraid of his friend, Leonardo, the terrible monster. Hello, Leo, he said. Now, one day, Sam made a particularly scary discovery. He discovered Frankenthaler and Carrie. Ah! Yelled Sam. Eek! Yelled Carrie. Carrie was the second most scaredy-cat kid in the whole world. Don't worry, said Leonardo to Sam. That's just Frankenthaler. She's nice. Don't worry, said Frankenthaler to Carrie. That's just Leonardo. He's nice. I'm not scared of that monster, replied Sam. I'm not scared of that kid. I'm scared of that kid, said Carrie. Eek! Yelled Sam. Ah! Yelled Carrie. Something had to be done. So the monsters made a big decision. They left. Ah? Eek? Figure it out, said Leonardo. Well, Sam had no idea what he should do. And Carrie had no idea what she should do. So, well, they had that in common. Turns out they had a lot in common. Eek! They were both scared of spiders. Ah! Roller coasters. Ooh. Movies with kissing. They both liked ice cream. Ooh. Neither liked brain freeze. But they weren't the same about everything. Ah! Said Sam when it rained. Yay! Said Carrie. Tuna fish? Said Sam, offering lunch. Carrie did like tuna fish. Achoo! Went Sam. when he was around Carrie's cat? Music? Carrie's not sure that was really music. This was the music that she liked, and Sam wasn't so sure. It was confusing for both scaredy-cats. So Sam made a big decision, and so did Carrie. When Leo and Frankenthaler returned, the two scaredy-cats were gone. I don't know if you can see that. It says tee-hee and shh. Do you think they're hiding? I think maybe. Surprise! They had been replaced by two new friends. Of course, Leonardo and Frankenthaler were surprised. They were also delighted. Roar, went Leonardo. Rory, roar, went Frankenthaler. Whee! So, I guess Sam found somebody who was just as scared of him as he was of her. All right, well, let's do a finger play about not being scared of anything. I bet you're really brave. And if your mom and dad would let you, you'd jump on the bed, right? I've got 5 little monkeys and they're jumping on the bed. When one fell off, well, he bumped his head. His mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed, so hide one away." 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 3 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So that leaves 2 little monkeys who were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So let's have another story. I hope we did 5 there. I can't even remember. But we're going to have a story about something else that could be scary if you don't know how to do it. This is called Swim, Little Wombat, Swim. And I think he looks a little scared, don't you? This is a book that's illustrated and written by Charles Fuge. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's published by Parragon. So this is Wombat. And we're going to meet this character. We don't have them around here. Well, little Wombat was looking for apples. "Hello," said a squeaky voice he didn't recognize. Little Wombat spun around. "Hello, I'm Wombat," he said. "Who are you?" "I'm Platypus," said the stranger. And then Platypus waddled over to the pond and disappeared under the water. "Platypus," little Wombat giggled. "Platypus." He tried to waddle too, and he giggled and waddled closer and closer to the water's edge. And kersplash! Little Wombat sank like a stone. That's the picture we saw on the cover, isn't it? I think he's rather surprised to be in the water. Well, in a flash, Platypus darted toward him, and before he knew it, Wombat was up at the surface and safely out of the water. "Oh, thank you, Platypus," he sputtered. "How did you learn to swim like that?" It's easy, said Platypus, smiling. I'll teach you. So first little Wombat had to hold onto the edge of the pond and kick his legs as hard as he could. Then he splashed all around the pond, and he splashed and kicked until he was worn out. Time for lunch, said Platypus. You see, he's using an old log, kind of like a kicking board. Little Wombat munched on juicy red apples, and Platypus munched on a handful of shrimp. Never swim on a full tummy, said Platypus. So they snoozed in the shade for an hour. And that afternoon, little Wombat learned to paddle with his arms and to dive like a frog. And then through all the splashing, little Wombat heard his name being called. Rabbit and Koala had come to see what he'd been doing all day. Little Wombat beamed. Platypus taught me to swim, he said. Come on, Platypus, let's have a race. Wombat, Wombat, Koala and Rabbit cheered him on. No, not Wombat, little Wombat said, and then he grinned at his new friend. Wombat-puss. So, is he a platypus? No, he's a wombat. But he liked to think of himself, now that he could swim, as a wombatipus. All right, so let's do another finger play. And I'm thinking, can we do Where's Thumbkin? I don't think we've done that at Bedtime Stories. You're going to need all your fingers, but we're going to be putting them up one at a time, okay? So put them down in front of you. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? I'm very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Now the next one is the pointer finger. Can you make him stand up? Okay. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? I'm very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? I'm very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Now the next one is your Ring Man. And I have to tell you, if you don't already know this, Ring Man is not very comfortable standing up all by himself. In fact, he keeps wanting to bend down. So if you can get him to stand up, okay. If not, just point to him. He's the one between your Ring Man and your pinky. So this one right here. I'll see if I can get mine to stand up. Where is Ring Man? Where is Ring Man? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? I'm very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. And now they all get a chance. Are you ready? Where's the whole family? Where's the whole family? Here we are, here we are. How are you today, sirs? Very well, we thank you. Run away, run away. Good job. Well, this is a book by Patricia Polacco called Oh, Look. It has one of those wraparound covers. And Patricia Polacco has written many, many, many stories, and we have a lot of them here at the library. And this one may sound a little familiar to you because it's a familiar story with her own special twist on it. She wrote the story, and she illustrated it which means she drew the pictures, and it's published by Philomel Books. Oh, look. And that's how it starts. Oh, look, we see a fence. It's always there keeping us in safe and sound. Now, we can't go over it. We can't go under it. We can't go around it. But there's the gate, and it's unlocked. So let's go through it. Squeak, squeak, squeak. It goes as we go through it. Oh, look, we see a bridge, a nice wide bridge. Well, we can't jump over it. We can't go under it. We can't go around it, so let's go across it. Click, click, click. Our little hooves go as we go across it. Oh, look, we see a hill, a high green hill. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We can't go around it. So let's climb up it. We go as we climb up it. Oh, look. We see water, a deep blue pond. Well, we can't go over it. We can't go under it. We can't go around it. Let's swim in it. Swish, swish, swish. We go as we swim in it. Oh, look. We see some mud. Soft and gooey, slippery and slick. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We can't go around it. Let's play with it. Squish, squish, squish it goes as we play in it. Oh, look, we see a fair with big striped tents and flags all aflutter. Well, we can't go over them, can't go under them, can't go around them. Let's run between them. Flap, flap, flap go the flags as we run between them. Oh, look, we see a carousel with merry, merry music going around and around. We can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go around it. Let's get on it. Papa, papa, papa. It goes as we climb on. Oh, look, we see a mirror. It wiggles and wobbles. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Can't go around it. How does it do that? Let's look behind it. Oh, look! We see something with great big eyes and sharp green claws. It's an ogre, and he looks mean. Now we're scared. Let's run home as fast as we can. Past the mirror that wiggles and wobbles, on the carousel that papas, between the tents that flap, 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 into the water with a swish, 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 and the gooey mud with a squish, 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 up the hill with a puff, 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 across the bridge with a click, 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 through the gate with a long, loud squeak, right back home, safe and sound. They had fun. All right, well, I think it's time for us to have some fun. So, can you reach in your pocket? Do I have any pockets today? Nope, still no pockets. So, if you don't have a pocket, pretend you do, and reach in and grab yourself your pretend bubble gum, and we're gonna chew it up till it's all soft and squishy, and then we'll do the disgusting thing that we always do with it. So pop it in your mouth if it doesn't have a wrapper. If it has a wrapper, unwrap it and throw the wrapper in the trash if you've got trash nearby. So pop it in and chew it up. Is it ready, do you think? I think so. So put your hand out. I'll count to 3. Let's put your gum, and only your gum, into your hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And clap your hand on top. And we've got sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. And what do we do to get it off? We say unstick. So can you say it with me? Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. Unstick. Oh, somebody likes doing this one. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your neck. I don't think we've done that one before. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. Did you do it? Should I get us unstuck? Okay. Unstick. Come on back. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. It's time to throw it in the trash. Well, in that story about Wombat, we had some different animals that you would see over in Australia. And this is another odd animal, but we have them here in the States. This is called awful Aardvark. This is written by, oh, and I have trouble saying this every time, Mwalimu and Adrienne Kennaway, I believe, is the illustrator. Let me just see. They both get credit. And this is published by Little Brown and Company. And you know what Aardvark likes to eat? Can you guess by looking at the picture? Ants and bugs, yeah. Aardvark was asleep in his favorite tree. The tree was an old tree, old and dry, but it had a smooth branch where Aardvark would lie and rest his long nose. And what a nose. His snoring was so loud that it kept Mongoose and all the other animals awake night after night. Went Aardvark's nose. Oh, how awful. Mongoose yawned. I wish he would keep quiet or go somewhere else. Well, Aardvark only stopped snoring when the sun came up. And then he clambered to the ground and set off to hunt for tasty grubs and crunchy beetles. And while Aardvark was hunting for breakfast, Mongoose had an idea. I will just have to annoy him more than he annoys me, he decided. So first, Mongoose had a meeting with the monkeys. Next, he went to see Lion. And then he talked to Rhinoceros. Aren't these illustrations beautiful? And that night, as usual, Aardvark climbed up to his branch in the tree, and very soon he was snoring. Well, Mongoose called into the darkness, and the monkeys came, and the tree shook as they chattered and screeched in the branches. Can you screech like a monkey? Well, Aardvark woke up. "Oh, stop making that noise," he said. But soon he went back to sleep, and he snored even more loudly than before. Well, then Mongoose called out again, and there was a low, rumbling growl as Lion came padding to the tree where Aardvark was snoring. And stretching his legs and reaching high, Lion scratched the bark with his strong claws. Aardvark woke up again. "Oh, stop it! Go away!" he shouted. But soon he was snoring again, louder than ever. Well, now Mongoose was very angry. He was so angry that his fur bristled. He sent out another call, and the ground trembled as Rhinoceros came puffing to the tree. And bump! Aardvark nearly fell off the branch when Rhinoceros pushed his fat bottom against the trunk. "Go away! Leave me alone!" cried Aardvark. But he still didn't stay awake for long. "We need help," puffed Rhinoceros. "I'll tell you what we'll do." Well, soon there came a munching, a munching sound from the roots of the tree that Aardvark just kept on snoring. But suddenly there was a loud snap and a crack. Snap went the roots, crack went the tree, and it toppled over, and Aardvark bounced to the ground. He picked himself up and he glared at the other animals. "Who did that? Who pushed my tree over?" he demanded. "Not me," said the Lion. "Not me," said Rhinoceros. "Not us," said monkeys. Aardvark snorted at Mongoose. "It was you, wasn't it?" "No, not me," said Mongoose. "They did it," and he pointed to the broken roots. Aardvark saw that the roots of the tree had been eaten away by hundreds of termites. Do you know what termites are? Bugs. And do you know who in this book likes to eat bugs? "I'm going to gobble you up," he threatened, and he stuck out his long tongue and he ate some of the termites. He licked his lips. "I think I'll eat all of you." Well, the termites hurried away with Aardvark following and eating as many as he could reach with his tongue. And in the morning, the termites hid in the castles of sand and mud which they had built to protect themselves. But at night, they still came out to eat the trees. And from that time to this, Aardvark has slept during the day and eaten termites at night. And Mongoose and the other animals sleep peacefully because they are no longer disturbed by Aardvark's awful snoring. All right, well, I think it's time for us to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes and wiggle our shoulders. How about your nose? Can you wiggle your elbows and slap your knees and stretch? And then get ready, please, because it's time for our flannel board story. Now, this is, well, kind of a silly story because it's got, well, me in it. This is Mrs. Ferris. My hair's a little shorter now, and I'm not dressed for winter, but that's me. And this is a bug. Well, there's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her shoe. It's crawling on her shoe. Oh, what will we do? There's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her pants. That bug on her pants has us all in a trance. There's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her shirt. It's crawling on her shirt. Oh, I hope it doesn't hurt. There's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her neck. Everybody check. Yep, it's crawling on her neck. There's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her face. Oh, what a big disgrace to have it crawling on her face. There's a bug on Mrs. Ferris, and it's crawling on her nose. What do you suppose? Oh, it's crawling on her nose. Oh no, not her nose. Do you know what that will make her do? Sneeze. Ah, 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 choo! Well, there's a bug on the floor, and it's crawling out the door. Bye-bye, bug. Bye-bye, Mrs. Ferris. All right, let's finish up with one of our Sandra Boynton books. This is Pajama Time. And this is published by Workman Press. Workman Publishing, I think is the real name of it. Well, the moon is up and it's getting late, so let's get ready to celebrate. It's pajama time. Pull on the bottoms, pull on the top, get yourself to pajama-dee-bop. It's pajama time. Now, some are old and some are new. Some are red. That's why Bernard picks this one, because he's in this book. And some are blue. Some are fuzzy. And some are not. But we can all pajama in whatever we've got. It's pajama time. Oh yes, it's pajama time. Now some are pink and some are green and some are the ugliest we've ever seen. They might be stripy, like mine, or polka dot. But we can all pajama in whatever we've got. It's pajama time. So pajama to the left and pajama to the right. Jamma, 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 PJ. Everybody's wearing them for dancing tonight. Jamma, 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 PJ. Now all around the room in one big line, wearing our pajamas and looking so fine. It's pajama time. So hop into bed and turn out the light. You can have a party in your dreams tonight. It's pajama time. Hush, hush, it's pajama time. Hush, hush, it's pajama time. Shh. Good night. Sleep tight. And come back next week for some more bedtime stories. Bernard, can you help me say goodbye?